Guys, it's Tanya on Monday, and I hope everybody's having a great day. It's beautiful and sunny. Beginning of our February, we have rocked it already. We're doing great sales and amazing sign-ons, so I'm super excited for all of you. I just wanted to tune in today because Thursday night we were supposed to have our conference call and completely forgot about it. I very much apologize. I had an opportunity meeting that night, and so I just wanted to follow up with a few tidbits for you to think about. Two things of subject topics. One is getting your ambassadors going after you sign them. And number two is getting educated for your customers and keeping them educated. So the first one I've done a couple of conference calls on this, and there's a lot of information on how to get your ambassadors going, but I did want to point out a few things that were concerning me. One is making sure that your ambassadors get 3 days immediately. 3-day samples should be given to your ambassadors immediately. Get them going on distributing those 3-day samples and then following up with the people they distribute it to and getting their sales going right away the first week. I cannot stress enough how important it is to get your ambassadors going immediately. If you sign somebody and you go on hiatus for 2 weeks, odds are you're going to come back and you're probably not going to have that person there. So it's really important to keep them excited from day one and getting going and getting the sales, which is what keeps them excited. So they can see their business is brewing and it's the real deal, and they can gain confidence in themselves. So that's what I have to say about the 3 days. Once they sell their first 3 days, get them going on more 3 days. Give them goals to get their top people signed in that first week. I highly recommend you giving them a goal of getting 3 people in the first week and or the first month, whatever you're comfortable with, but the shorter the gap, you'll be surprised what people will do if you give them that goal. So get them out there, get them talking to their top people. One way to get them signing the first 3 people in their first week is to do a launch party. We have not done these previously. I was not as familiar as to what they all consisted of, but I am now. We have a video on this on the training links section of thepathtodiamond.com. So feel free to check out that video, get your launch parties going for your new ambassadors, get them fresh with sign people right under them right away. The other thing that I'm really concerned about is I need people to understand that you need to pick up the phone and call. We've gotten so dependent on Facebook and text messaging nowadays to do our business, which is great. I love it. Everybody loves it. You can get so much accomplished in a very short period of time. But once you have your ambassador signed, you need to call them. It's too easy to contact your ambassadors via text or Facebook and send them a message and have them say to them, "How's everything going?" and have them say, "Oh, it's fine, I'm fine, I don't need anything." Or the people can ignore the message altogether. But it's a totally different environment when you pick up the phone and call your ambassador. You can hear it in their voice if they're nervous, if they're scared, if they're hesitant, if something is going on that they otherwise might not disclose to you. They're far more apt to disclose that if you pick up the phone and call them. Get them talking to you. Feel out and pull out whatever it is that might be in the way of them being successful in this business. Help them along. And you can do that by a phone call. So please make sure you're doing that. Your first 72 hours, you should be training your ambassador formally after they've viewed thepathtodiamond.com and gotten themselves a little bit more familiarized. You should have a formal training over the phone or meet one-on-one. From that point forward, your first month, you should be in consistent contact with your ambassadors. That first month is way too early to be cutting them loose and having them go off and try to be their own leaders. They have not learned enough, so you need to continuously check in with them, find out where they're feeling a little crippled, where they're having a hesitation or they're getting a little lost, and get them on track. That first month is really critical. Obviously, that doesn't mean that after 30 days you cut them off. It just means the first 30 days are super, super critical. Oh, shoot. I was just going to make a point. So, lost my train of thought, but everybody's used to me doing that, so it's fine. So, after that first 30 days, make sure that you're continuously catching up with them as well. Also, I wanted to say, in terms of connecting with your people on the first 3 days and first 30 days, that will depend upon the person. You'll be able to tell if somebody's a go-getter. Erin has somebody on her other legs that signed, and she signed 6 more people under her within a week. That person is not going to need Erin to call her every single day to make sure she's got it. She's obviously got it. She signed 6 people in a week. So feel your way through the amount that a person needs to be handled, but definitely do not leave them hanging. If you do not get money in their pockets, you do not get success below them within those first couple of weeks, you're going to have problems. So make sure you're staying with them and helping them along. Use of testimonials. The two biggest things here for you guys to not forget is pick up the phone and talk to people. Do not rely on technology too much for that. And use your testimonials. I am finding and have found consistently that so many people do not understand how these testimonials can affect their business. The whole entire file, local testimonials, which can be found on the PathToDiamond.com Getting Started page, should be downloaded to everybody's computer, and every single message that is ever sent in regards to Plexus and educating somebody on Plexus, or if they ask a question about Plexus, should include the testimonials, the local testimonials file. It's really, really critical. Make sure that you're printing that local testimonials out and taking it with you everywhere you go and handing it out as you run into people, and make sure your information is on those local testimonials if you do give them to somebody. If you only have enough money to keep one packet, then that's all you should be carrying with you, but make sure you have them. You can show it to a person, tell them you don't have an extra packet, but you'd be happy to email it to them when you get home. Take their email, get them the extra packet of testimonials over the internet. Whatever it is you have to do, but use those testimonials. They are super effective and they bring sales consistently. So if you haven't done that, make sure you implement it. As an ambassador, signing a new ambassador, you should make sure that person has testimonials in their hands and understands how to use them. So that's my little blurb on the new ambassadors and getting them going right away. It's very critical. The other thing is educating your customers. I've come across a number of people, both customers and our own ambassadors, who are giving up on our product. It's not a large group of people, but it pains me to see anybody give up on this product, because I really believe that our products go after detoxing our bodies, and that's what's having such a huge effect on everybody. And it pains me to see somebody give up on it too soon and go back to an unhealthy lifestyle, when in fact they just need to give themselves time to use the product over a long extended period, in some cases, to detoxify their bodies to the level in which they will actually see the effects come on a weight loss. So I'm not really hearing so much bad news about cholesterol, blood sugar, blood pressure, pain relief, as I am people getting frustrated with the weight loss. But they really need to be educated and understand how our Accelerator Plus works, which is to increase your metabolism, which takes time. And in the time that it's increasing your metabolism, you might actually eat a little more than you normally would, because it's changed the rate of the function of your body and it's calling out for more food before you actually see the decline in weight, which you will eventually see, because the metabolism will kick up your body and you will see that weight loss. But until you educate yourself on these items and therefore educate your customers, you may fail to keep those customers. They may walk away, and you don't want that happening. So just like all other aspects of your business where you need to take the effort every day and continue to educate yourself as an ambassador, regardless of whether your sponsor is available to give you a training, you also need to educate yourself on the products and do so with your customers as well. Sorry guys, my boys just walked in. 1 second, please. I'm doing something. So please be keeping in touch with your customers, finding out how they're doing, finding out where their difficulties are, finding testimonies that are similar to what they might be experiencing, and walk them through their issues. Help them to stick with it and stay with our products in the long term, because the difference it can make is so valuable. So make sure you're educating yourself and educating your customers. If you have any questions regarding that, please see your uplines. That's it for today. Hope you're having a really good day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.